One.
Hello. Hello. I mean, that's pretty apt. That
That is
you're
so
allowed to do
forward.
that. You're allowed to do that this time. We are live with Gamebound, a little show where we play random adventures of random games, and this time we're doing the staple of role playing of many role playing game people's diets, uh, Dungeons and Dragons. But this time we're not doing Terra Nullius. We're not doing our normal campaign. We're doing a one shot just in a completely separate world and not GM'd by me. This time, Seth is in control. Seth, would you like to
This
take it away?
Sure. Hey, Sean, I see you in the chat. Assuming you're still in the chat, I don't know when that came through. So yeah, we are playing a little one shot I put together called Migraine, and the players know very little about anything that's happening. I've given them very little information, and they're about to find out why. So you all, so to start off, you guys are all, they are all, the one thing they do know, they are an adventuring party. They are not evil murder hobos. And I believe that, and they're level 6. I believe that's all I've told you, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are an adventuring party, and you wake up one day, or eat, well, actually, you're not sure what time it is. You wake up in a cave. You find yourself kind of just in a, kind of like a bedded area, kind of soft, kind of with like maybe some like hay or grass or something along the floors. You just find yourself on the floor. You don't know why you're there or where you are.
What is going on? Maida, where? Do you know where we are? Yeah. So Godfried like stretches and like, what is? And Godfried is like a tall human man, and he is. Do we have all our stuff, Seth?
You have all your stuff.
Okay, yeah. So I'm wearing like splint mail. I have a big great sword, probably just on the ground next to me. And I try standing up and immediately trip, and just like, ugh. And it doesn't make any sense. Like, no part of what I did would make me trip, but I just do. And then I look back at you, mate, and I'm like, do you know where we are?
So Maida kind of slowly opens up her eyes and she like stretches and just says, "What? Where are Godfrey? Where are we?" And, like just
I
kind
don't
of
know. I
replies
just
back,
asked you that question. You're the one with the smartness, the intelligence. Is that the word?
"Yes, but no wisdom."
Actually, if you want, Alyssa, you can go ahead and make a intelligence. Actually,
Would it be like history or something?
no, this would be a wisdom check.
Just a wisdom check. Okay.
A wisdom check? Okay. Well, I'm gonna fail at that, but all right.
14.
It's not too bad.
No, you can't remember. You don't know why you're here.
I
So-
start like
Oh my gosh, who are you?
who are you?
I'm Godfried Lander, paladin of the kingdom of Torrendale.
And I am Maida Lander, his brother. I mean sister.
Okay, so we've established you guys don't know each other.
Well,
Okay.
I'm Chelu Lander, and I don't think I'm related to either of you.
What, your last name is Lander? Are you? I have never heard of you in my life. I have studied, or Maida rather, has studied the family lineage of the Lander family, and no one named
Yes.
Chelu? What?
Chelu.
Chelu? No one named Chelu is within our lineage, so you should immediately change your last name.
Look, I think we have other problems to deal with right now. Mainly, what are we doing here?
Cello, if you want, you can also make a wisdom check. Or did I have you roll a save or a check?
It was a
Alyssa?
check, yeah.
Check.
It was a check.
Just a wisdom check?
Yep.
20?
Oh, okay. Oh wait, I didn't write this down. Oh frick. Give me a second. Okay. roll an intelligence check now.
Okay.
You pass the check to make another check.
8.
Okay. You have just. I will say. Let's see. This is the thing I forgot. Apparently, Caleb. So you have a vague feeling that you remember coming here with them. Like you don't know who they are, but they seem familiar to you. These two.
Almost as like you dreamed about it, and you're like kind of remembering.
Kind of like you. Yeah, it's like you have a vague memory of them, and once you hear their names, you're like, "Oh yeah, that's your name," but you really don't know why you know that.
I think we came here together.
Well, I certainly haven't met you in my life. And Cello, you're just for everybody on the stream, you're the one with the blonde hair, right?
Yes, I am blonde. I am just dressed in simple clothing.
I too would have remembered meeting you.
You don't, but okay.
I know, like just say it to be smart.
She just said, "I'm just like, excuse you. I'm a very intelligent woman. I would have remembered you, especially given that we had the same last name."
Once again, doesn't really matter. I think we should just get out of here.
And as you say that, in through the door, and I know what I said, Caleb, but in through the door walks something. You can roll to see if you recognize what you think it is.
What the heck is that?
How do I maximize it again?
Click on the token and then click Shift Z. Shift plus Z.
Shift Z. Okay. So you're not.
Ew.
Okay, so what are we rolling?
If you want to figure out what it is, that's
so. Is that its just head or is that its entirety?
That's its head. That's the only thing I could find of this picture specifically.
What does the body look like?
It's kind of wearing a robe. So you see this creature, it has that sort of head. It's wearing a robe. It seems to have kind of like similar looking fleshy hands, but with that same thing. It has kind of dry, cracked skin.
I mean, could I make like a history? Could I make a history check to see if I recognize the creature?
Yeah, that works. You could make a history check.
Great. Oh, well, I rolled a 3.
Can I also make a history check? Sure. Or unless religion would be more helpful? If it would make more sense, I could. I'm also trained in that.
History would make more sense than religion. I will say that. You also have
nope.
Oh, so okay. So you don't know what this is that's walking in, but as it's walking, it says, oh good, finally, good to see you all two. You are finally awake.
And who are you?
I'm so sorry. My name is Thule. I've brought you some food. I found you outside my camp. I brought you some food, and he starts to kind of bring in
insight check.
Okay.
Really hard to read.
And as you're doing that, he walks outside and kind of comes around back the corner, and he brings in 3 plates, and they are all your favorite foods. So each person he brings the plate to brings your favorite food to you.
My favorite food is like roast chicken, just like basic roast chicken.
Mine is like a delectable like steak and potatoes where like the steak is just perfectly cooked and it melts in your mouth.
Mine is probably something really boring, like, some tofu. But with some nice sauce on it or something.
I mean, whoa. Okay.
So he'll kind of
think about this though, guys. What if create food and water just makes like artificial food like tofu? Maybe that's how that exists in this world.
So he'll put the food kind of as you're kind of laying down. He'll put it by you. There's some silverware on the plates too, and he'll just look at you. Go, eat, please eat.
I would like to do an investigation check of the food to see if it's poison.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so
or
good to
if
have
there's
company.
something funny with it. So I'll poke it like with my fork and stuff like that.
I was going to say, I slide my plate over to Maida so she can also inspect my food.
All right.
Actually,
Oh no! Why do I suck at all this stuff?
Actually, everyone go ahead and roll perception as he does it. Roll perception.
Okay.
12.
22.
Okay.
No.
Emily, how's your character pronounce your name?
Cello.
Celu?
It's like
Celu?
cello, but
Okay.
cello.
Chelu, you notice as Godfrey kind of slides his plate away, the look on Thul's face is like he just looks like so saddened by the fact that he would push this nice like plate of food away from him. He just seems so hurt by that he would do that. Like not angry here, but just like I made this for you, like that sort of thing.
I will take a little bite.
Mhm.
And then I want to like go ask Thul, like, where are we?
So as you take a bite, it tastes exactly like it should. It tastes exactly like you would expect this tofu mix to go. It's like, oh well, you're at my home, here in my cave.
Oh, we're in your cave.
Yes. This is my cave.
You found us outside?
Yes.
Beast.
Just outside.
Beast. Where are our homes? Where? In what? Point us in the direction, and we will leave post haste. And I start to stand up again to like leave, and then I just fall again.
Roll perception. Roll perception again, Caleb.
Okay.
Just because I'm curious.
13.
Oh no, you don't see it. He's like, oh, yeah, please don't leave. I don't have visitors very often. Please, I ask you, at least stay for a little bit. At least finish your food, please.
I look to Maida and I'm like, if you finish your investigation, then I'll maybe eat it.
With the tin, like nothing looks wrong. It looks fine.
Do you like push it back to me?
I just like push it back, but then I like look at him and I'm like, this is our favorite. How did you know?
I just kind of knew.
I've already dug into the food at this point.
I can't quite explain it other than that. Just by seeing you, you just feel what you wanted to eat.
You're reading our minds?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It just seems
what do you
so
mean,
natural.
Maybe. Either you're reading our minds or you're not reading our minds.
I guess I can't quite explain it myself. I seem to know just by seeing you what you would like. I mean, you are a big burly man. It seems to make sense you would like steak and potatoes. You know, here we have a monk. It seems she would want tofu, and it just all made sense.
Maida was the one who wanted the steak and potatoes. Nice try.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, sorry, I mixed that up. What was yours then?
Mine was the roast chicken.
Roast chicken. Sorry, yeah. So,
no, I figured.
Okay.
I kind of just go, oh, it's very good, and like take another bite, and just ask like, how long ago did you find us?
Oh, 10, maybe. Give me a second. And he starts to kind of like rub his head. About an hour ago, maybe or so.
Okay.
You seemed fine. It just I figured I'd bring you in here out of the harsh sunlight. It's very bright out today.
Why don't we remember coming here?
That seems like something you would. Well, I guess you wouldn't know. I don't know. I simply found you outside. I didn't bring you out of my cave. I can barely leave.
Do you
leave?
Yes, the sun. My skin. He kind of starts like rubbing his hands, and as you can see, like just his very dry skin is like my skin is very, very dry, and the harsh sunlight really hurts. And it's not only that, there's some.
I was gonna say, what season do we know that it is right now? I'm just curious.
Roll a wisdom save.
Okay. Just so I can remember. Wisdom save. I'm actually good at these. There you go.
Oh. Roll intelligence check.
Okay. Check.
Yes. You don't know.
Yeah.
I just kind of go, do you have a bathroom that I could go to?
Yes, it looks actually there. If you see right there on the left, it looks like there's actually what looks kind of like a washroom. It's like, yeah, it's just to the left.
Okay. So
And he'll-
Oh yeah, sure.
He'll kind of like he'll stand to the side and like let you go out the door.
I can't move my token.
Oh, sorry. Let me fix that.
I can move mine.
Oops, right here.
Whatever.
It says can be edited and controlled by Emily. Wait, let me make sure it's the right. Here, let me remove it and put it back in. Maybe try again. Can you still not do it? Oh wait, here we go. There's another place I have to put it. Try again.
Yep. There we
Okay. And he'll turn as you going. He'll turn back to me and says, "As I was saying, my skin is very dry, and it does quite hurt to go outside in the bright sun. And not only that, there's this group of creatures that has been it's been really, really scaring me. And I'm frightened to leave this cave of mine, and that they might harm me. I'm not.
What sort
not
of
a brave-
creatures?
Oh, just dastardly creatures. They're actually I'm actually worried too, because I can't tell you what they look like because they don't look like anything human or humanoid for that matter. They just look like fleshy bags.
I mean, that's a description.
Anyway, if you don't mind,
Did we
if
hear
you-
the toilet flushing?
was there anything you were doing in there, Emily?
I went to the bathroom, but now I'm just kind of like wandering around and seeing if there's an exit.
I mean, you see kind of as you're going around there, and it goes around, and right here you can see to the right where there's kind of looks, I don't know what that actually is, but it looks like a water path, kind of, or like a river maybe, and it leads out to a path out there. And as he's back to this, he's saying, "There's this group of creatures. Actually, if you wouldn't mind, I could actually use some help. You see, I have." And he starts to kind of get like this look on his face from what you can actually roll perception. I don't know if you'd be able to tell just given his facial structure what he
11.
looking like. 11. Oh, okay. Let's see. Your character realizes he just gets this like look of like just glee as he starts to say this, but he says like, "I'm expecting my friend Revelia, and she should be here anytime soon. And I'm worried these creatures might do harm to her. If you could maybe go and try and find her, or maybe see if you could get rid of these creatures. They give me just thinking about them gives me such a massive headache."
You love this woman, don't you?
I do.
What kind of creatures are these?
Just
flesh
like
bags?
I said, fleshy, just humanoid creatures. Like, if they were something, I can no longer tell what they were. And I don't see them very often. But
And they're causing you harm?
they have not harmed me directly. Just seeing them terrifies me, and I'm worried that they might hurt Revelia. They look like the kind that would, and it worries me.
I like glance at you, Maida, and I'm just like kind of considering it in my mind. I just want to like, what does your glance tell me? Like what you're thinking about this?
I mean, see, the thing is that Maida is most likely going to be engaged to somebody she doesn't want to be engaged to keep up our noble line, and so
course.
she's a sucker for romance.
I got
So she kind of just goes,
it. Right. I sigh. I'm like, all right, beast. What did you say your name was? Sorry.
Ooh. I'll put that in the chat, actually.
Yeah. Go ahead.
There's technically should be an umlaut in there, but
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Okay. Well, Maida, because one of you give me a hand. I seem to have a problem standing up.
You brought that upon
so
yourself.
Maida like grabs for you, but she's not strong at all. I have a -2 to strength, so I grab you, try to pull you up, but like I can't lift you up.
Yeah.
And then like you just stumble even more.
Yeah. Just,
And he's like, here, let me help. And he kind of helps just pick you up.
Thank you. Oh. All right. Yeah, sorry.
Well, it seems as if my acquaintances are ready to help. I would love to help you and your friend as long as
Thank you so much.
are causing harm, but I don't want to just harm them if they are just scary looking.
I think you will understand when you see them. Here, let me show you the way out of here. And he'll kind of lead you along the path. He'll go along to the right. And you will come out to an area right here. And as you come out of the cave, you kind of notice this kind of the path that goes up along and goes out to the area, and you can see a forest behind you, and behind the forest is what looks kind of like a mountain. Can't really tell if you're like really close, but looks like a just big mountain. Mm-hmm. And he'll just kind of look. He'll just stand there at the edge of the He'll just stand there at the edge of the cave and say, it's up the path. Just down. Just keep going down the path. You should find it pretty easily. It's been a while since I've been there myself, but I believe that's where they are. I need to go into the forest to look for some supplies as I wait for Revelia to return, but I should be here by the time you return. And he'll kind of like look towards the path above him, and it'll kind of like scale up the side of the kind of cliff, not cliff face, but of the wall right there. He'll slip and trip a little bit, but he'll eventually make his way up the path and go into the forest.
I just mount my broomstick and say, up!
What? You know, I have been wondering the entire time why she was carrying a broom, and now it all makes sense.
See, I don't know. I guess I just thought she was some kind of housewife or something. I don't know.
Yes, a common kitchen maid, maybe.
I'm very offended by that.
I mean, why else would you have a broomstick?
She may be
How dare you think I would like to be married?
She may be a servant, Maida.
Yes, in fact, you are correct.
But a servant of who? As you say, a servant of God. It's like, God, I see.
Of who?
Aren't we all? I look at you kind of suspiciously.
So where are we supposed to head?
He told you it's up this path down here.
Okay.
He said keep going down the path. They should be down there.
Yeah. So I like take out my big old great sword. It's in the hilt is like stylized, probably in the shape of a. All right. This is where I decide what my steed is. I don't know.
Steed.
What do you think, Alyssa? What should be either like the symbol of our house? It has to be the same thing that my steed is.
Oh my gosh.
Should it be a horse, a wolf, or the other thing?
The other thing.
All right, sounds good. So, it's stylized in the shape of a bull, but like it's green and orange. Yeah. So, and I basically just like take a step forward. I'm like, all right, ladies, let me lead the way, and I will make sure that no harm befalls you. If you would like, Chelu, you can scout ahead with the broom.
I would not like.
Or you can just follow behind at a safe distance. Perfectly acceptable.
We can all travel together.
I'm just saying, I'm going to be in front just to make sure if anything jumps out, I can stop it.
Okay.
Good. As long as we're all agreed. All right. Onward.
We're all agreed, brother. Let's
to adventure. And I like take one step forward and just like trip right on my face, just like into the dust. I'm like, oh no, I'm fine.
Does the forest seem too dense to ride my broom through it?
Oh, and he said go down this way.
Oh, okay. Got it. So
we're going away from the forest.
Yes, he climbed into the forest. You guys are going the opposite direction.
What kind of terrain is over in this direction then?
Which direction?
Like the direction we're supposed to go.
So it looks it's kind of hard to tell from where you're standing, but I can go to the next area.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So as you go down that path, you're kind of going through some hilly country and everything. And eventually, so you kind of, you're going up and down up hills along
This is like kind of like
path.
a hills and prairie sort of a thing.
Yeah. And as you are going down the path, you eventually find yourself at a crossroads.
Classic.
I look around for two people who look like they could be twins and are telling us to go the opposite directions.
Didn't do that, nope.
One of us always lies and one of us always tells the truth. Okay.
So you can see, so I'll describe. So behind you was where you just came from.
Mm-hmm.
And to the left and right, to the left, right, forward, you see kind of the same hilly countryside. And to the upper right, you see a forest area. And right here, actually, I'll just drag you guys up a little bit. And up here, you see what looks kind of like a sign post with a sign on it, and it is blank.
I looked at Maida and I'm like, could it be that there is some sort of magical enchantment on this sign that is obscuring the words that used to mark it?
That is a great question, brother.
You
that's
should
a very
decipher the answer.
That's a very intelligent thing to question. I will ritually cast Detect Magic.
We're gonna sit here for 10 minutes.
Yep. I'm like,
I just start whistling.
Going through my stuff.
If you guys are sitting here for 10 minutes, I'm gonna start flying on my broom and checking out what's around here because I don't want to sit here for 10 minutes. Jeez.
Wow, for a monk, you're so impatient.
What do you do exactly, Emily?
Just kind of like fly up and like look out each way if it's like hilly, just to see like what's over each like hills each way.
It's kind of the same each path you look. It just kind of looks like hilly areas. You can't really tell.
Does it look like in another however long we're going to come to another crossroads with a blank sign?
Roll perception.
I see what's happening here.
You can't tell. You can't see anything like that.
Okay, so after 10 minutes, what do I detect any magic on the sign? I'm like,
and honestly, like, I think it's maybe seemed like a smart suggestion, but I think he just makes random suggestions, like, because I think he assumes that everything could be magical, and like he's just like, sister, it's magical, you deal with it, sort of thing.
I'm like, brother, it's a sign.
That's exactly what they want us to think. And I step up closer to it, and I grab the sign, and I'm like, what are you hiding? Tell us your secrets.
Brother, you pull the sign out. You pull the sign out of the ground.
Yes. Tell us your secrets.
Brother, it's just a sign.
A sign of what, though? That is the question. And I just drop it on the ground. I'm like, where did Chelu go?
I think she began flying around on her broomstick.
Chelu? Chelu?
I'm over here. And I'm just like not very far away, but I'm just way higher than you.
I'm like, the sign turns out not to be magical.
Okay, then let's continue forward.
So go forward?
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
So you guys go forward, and you travel about 20 minutes, I want to say. And as you start to get close, actually, and then everyone can roll perception.
Oh, real quick, I just remembered
never mind.
I just remembered that we're both Azamar. Alyssa.
Right.
Oh yeah,
I just forgot about that. So we're like paragons of human beauty, basically.
Okay. Can't forget about that. Okay, so as you go 20 minutes. You go about
obviously
20 minutes.
Chelu isn't related to us because she's very.
She's not an Azamar. She's a very plain person.
Yeah. So you go about another 20 minutes, and you crest. And as you kind of crest one hill, you come back down, and as Emily expected, you find a crossroads that looks exactly the same as the one you just walked from.
Oh,
Okay.
This has
the
to be
sign-
magical.
Is the sign pulled out and on
Nope.
the floor?
Nope.
Okay. I think we should go up again.
Okay.
Okay, you travel another 20 minutes. Same thing happens.
Let's go down.
You go down, and after about 20 minutes, you find yourself back at the entrance of the cave.
Can we go down again?
No. I mean, well,
Just go back into the cave.
you are.
All right, we're done.
start
We
again.
did it.
So you
Look,
are.
look, here we go. Here we go. I was
You are-
going
you are
up,
back
up,
here.
down, down, left, right.
Let's just say we do that.
Konami did not design this dungeon.
Oh, well, but you did. And
Yes, and I'm not Konami.
well,
Well, then, there goes my theory. But
So-
it was just a theory.
I mean, can we make a roll to like
A game
figure out
theory.
more about like what is going on?
I mean, it seems pretty obvious. Well, it seems
I mean,
pretty
it
obvious.
seems obvious that we're caught in a temporal time loop or some sort of spatial loop, rather. But I mean, how do we get out of it? How do we
Well,
navigate
no, because
it?
you're not. When you go back, you find yourself. Okay, I guess.
Because I see no way to progress, so I'm like, well, what do we do?
Yeah,
now?
because we
Okay,
went
there-
up twice and back once. And
Okay,
with
there-
the back once, we're at the cave.
Well,
Okay,
should we try turning left or right to see if anything changes?
Oh, did we do that?
no,
we
we
did
haven't done that
Oh,
yet.
I mean, yeah, let's just go all every direction and see
Okay,
what happens.
so you go back over here.
Mhm.
So you go left, you
Mhm.
find yourself back here. You go right, you find yourself back here.
Okay. So up. Up is the way to go.
You go up, and you still find yourself back in the same place.
So back is literally the only way. Is like it just goes. If we go back, that goes back
We
to
can
the
go back
cave.
to
It's
the
the
cave.
only thing that's
Yes.
different.
Yeah, so can NMS make some sort of roll to decipher what's going on?
Roll an intelligence check. I will say this.
All right,
Actually,
everyone-
or let
everyone
me
do
see.
it.
Wait. Let me.
Would it be an
double
intelligence
check.
save?
I'm pretty sure. No.
Because I bet.
Let me let me open up. Let's just look at some stuff.
I'm better at those. Two.
Actually,
I'm exactly the same in both.
if you want to roll in, you could roll investigation.
I'm bad at
I
those.
will roll an
It's the same
investigation.
But I will
all of
roll
those numbers for me.
I got a good old 4.
Oh, I got an 18.
I'll let everyone roll first.
17.
Okay.
We should have just had Maida roll with advantage.
Well, you could have helped Maida, and I did it on my own.
Okay,
It's
so
not like I'm related to you.
I'll say this. You guys are fine. So you guys realize. So Maida and Chelu realize something. There is one direction you guys still haven't tried. The
Up?
forest.
In the forest.
Oh.
Yes.
I was like, get on the broom, guys. Just to fly straight up into the sun.
So
And
you're
you-
both just like up.
And you suffocate and die.
So we go off the beaten path into the forest.
Yes.
Into the woods.
Into
You
the
find
woods.
yourself
Into the woods
in
to grandmother's house.
Forest. So as you enter
Oh,
the forest, you
creatures.
go for a ways, and you can't see the HP, can you?
Nope.
Caleb. So this is working. Good. Okay. So as you walking, you walk through the forest for a while. You kind of go through the brambles and the brush, and go through trees till you finally find a clearing. And in that clearing, let's just make sure there's nothing you haven't skipped so far. Nope. Okay. So as you kind of enter the forest, you find this clearing, and in that clearing, you find these giant creatures that just look kind of hideous, and you can kind of get why the guy didn't know how to explain. It's like you don't know how to describe these exactly.
Mhm. I mean, bags of flesh is a pretty good description of that.
It's quite literally from the Magic Card Flesh Bag Marauder. So
Oh, well, there you go.
that's why I called it Fleshy Bags.
Mm-hmm.
So you see these creatures just kind of sitting around a fire. And
Like a normal campfire. Did we notice them in time to like sneak or at least attempt to?
you can try to, but I was also originally not going to say that because you have such a bad stealth roll. But if you want to roll stealth,
But, like,
my
Can
question
I
is,
sneak separately?
But yeah, my real question is like, do we notice them in time, but so we could attempt something like that? Okay,
roll perception.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I got an 18.
I also got an 18.
Come on, Maida. You gotta give me. Oh,
No.
You broke the chain.
So you two, Caleb and Emily, you guys, as you start to get close, you can kind of start to hear the crackle of a fire. I will say that.
Okay, so I probably look at Cello and I say, and I mean, probably look at Maida. I probably don't actually care about Cello at this point, but I say like, it seems like there's something or someone up ahead. How should we approach, sister?
I kind of I interrupt and go, maybe you should stay back and watch our backs, and I can peek up and see what's going on.
Are you good at sneaking around?
Let's just say my dexterity is a +4.
My dexterity is a 4.
Trained in stealth.
Yeah.
I mean, Maida's just gonna go. Yeah. You go ahead. We got your backs.
So go ahead and roll.
Got your back. That means we'll stay here, and if we hear loud noises, we will go over there.
Perfect.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll stealth. Okay. So you get to the edge of the clearing, and you can kind of see, as I described, you see these kind of fleshy-looking creatures all just sitting around a campfire. Roll perception again. Or ooh.
That was bad. I should have waited for the other option.
I don't know if there was another option, actually. No, that would have been it. You can't really get a demeanor on them. You can't tell if they're friendly. You can't tell if they're hostile. You can't get... I mean, these are very abnormal-looking creatures, so you don't really know how to read the situation. Okay, but they do look...
I just see that there's 3 of them around the fire.
Mm-hmm. You can kind of hear like them kind of just heavily breathing like, as they're just sitting there around the fire, not really doing anything.
I'll just sneak back and go, there's 3 sitting around a fire and sitting there.
That's all they're doing. They're just sitting.
Yes.
Do they match the description we were given?
I would say pretty accurately, yes.
Well, this is the question then. Do we want to test Thul's theory, Thul's claims, and just walk up to them, see if we can parlay, or do we just attack? I do not relish the idea of killing an innocent creature.
I agree with that statement.
I also agree with that.
We are all in agreement then.
All right.
Can I ritually cast comprehend languages?
Yeah, well, yeah, you can.
I feel like, are we close enough at this point that if you just casting a spell, they'll hear it?
You could roll stealth to see.
Okay.
Yeah,
I might be. Well. I might be okay at it. I mean, I can always just cast it.
Right.
Well, if you roll for stealth, you're casting it, and you're gonna,
as in like use a spell slot.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's what I mean.
If it doesn't.
Oh, and I rolled a 19.
You're able to roll it perfectly fine.
Cool.
Okay, so I have comprehend languages on.
Are you good at persuasion? Because I'm good at persuasion.
I am good at persuasion.
All right, sounds good.
Well, she can't speak every language. She can just understand it.
That's fair. This might not work very well. We'll see.
It might, but we'll see.
I can give you advantage, or you can give me advantage, one or the other.
Well,
I am not good at talking to people.
Yes, that is true. I just walked.
We are all in agreement.
You're all in agreement.
Now we sound like a cult. All right, so the Lander family always is in agreement. Everyone looks creepily at the camera. So, yeah, I walk forward then, and I say, "Huzzah, creatures of the netherworld! What say thee?
And as they oh, you know what? I'll say roll persuasion
And
just to
I
make
trip
sure.
into a tree. So this
Roll-
is just
roll-
me like seeing how the initial impression goes.
Yes.
Would this be a charisma save?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I'm better at that. Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering if that's why you were asking.
18.
They look at you and roll perception.
Okay.
Get an idea of how they're looking at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know how they're looking at you.
They are admiring my armor.
You know
obviously.
they are looking at you, but that's all you know.
And my
you probably
family
can guess they're
sword.
looking at your armor.
So I say, hello there, creatures of the netherworld. I am Godfried Lander. This is my sister Maida Lander, and this is Chelu Lander, no relation. We have come here on the request of one Tool.
They get that. Roll perception
Would it be insight?
or insight. Insight works too.
Okay, yeah. I'm better
Can
at
we
that.
all roll this?
12.
Sure. Oh
Nope.
no.
Oh no!
You guys.
Wow,
both-
I rolled. I rolled lower than you, and you rolled a natural 1.
That's hilarious.
By like you rolled by like a lot lower.
Okay, well, none of you. Okay, I'll say this: you're able to detect this much, Caleb.
Mhm.
They react to when you say Thule, but you can't tell how. Like you.
Okay, yeah. They obviously recognize the name. Okay.
They recognize the name.
Yeah, so I stop and I say, so you recognize that name. Now, Thule sent us here to get rid of you. But we want to make sure that you are in fact horrible monstrosities that want to kill everyone. If you are not, say so now, and we can talk. Or, you know what? If you can't talk, if there's a language barrier here where you can maybe understand me, but you can't actually speak, just nod. Just put your head up and down like this. If you're not horrible, evil monstrosities that want to kill everyone.
They will all look at each other and everyone but Maida, roll a. What would this be? Some of this is kind of homebrewy, so I'm not exactly sure what I would consider this. You know what? Since I made it this before, you two roll a wisdom save.
Me?
Yes, you and Emily.
Wisdom save.
19.
Oh. Okay, then you all get this. You hear it very clearly, Alyssa, I will say. But you they kind of do you guys see the dots on them?
Yes, the colors.
Okay. They all turn to each other, then they turn back to looking at you, and the one dotted in blue says,
She is not coming. She never will.
Who's not coming? Revelia. What was her name, Maida?
Revelia.
Revelia. She's not coming? Is that who you're referring to?
She never will.
Because
Did you kill her?
Yeah.
How would they respond to that question? They
Oh, and I mean, I'm probably closer by now. I'm like right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like right behind him for sure. Like I don't leave my brother's side. Maybe just like a little bit behind, but you know.
Except for 10 feet away.
Yeah, I'm like
I am a wizard after all. I am
like-
you know.
over here, but I can't move my token still.
Oh, dang it. Okay, I got to do that
You
again.
have to
Sorry.
add me on every single map.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, she said they never. She never will. And you said, did you kill her?
Yeah, that's what Maida asked, yeah.
I'm gonna have them roll this. Because if you're having to roll it, they should too. Oh, how do you make them roll saves?
Do you have a character sheet for him?
I guess it's just I have a character sheet.
If they don't have a special, if it doesn't, it's not listed in like a different place on the sheet. It's just the stat.
Okay.
Yep.
What did I make that?
Polar bear wisdom.
Polar bear.
It says polar bear on there.
I reskinned something. Sorry.
Yeah,
This isn't a creature, so I went with something that worked.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly
we see into the ethereal plane, and we can see that they're actually polar bears. Horrible, deformed polar bears.
As he goes to say something, he just kind of grabs his head, and you kind of just hear him kind of like let out a roar as he just kind of grabs his head, and it's just.
Everyone's head seems to be hurting this today.
Well, it's a good thing my brain never hurts, brother.
So I just kind of like sighed. I'm like, so you did do something horrible to this woman. If you did, keep groaning in pain.
Don't say that. He's trying to. Oh no, he's one short. He just again, like, as soon as it's like he's trying, he looks like he's trying to answer you, but as he's trying to answer you, he's just like. Argh.
Yeah, so I say, like, maybe that actually wasn't the best way to discern that answer. Maida, you have a better idea? Or Chelu?
Can I make some kind of like medicine check or something to like see like why? I mean, I'm not great at medicine, but I think like what I could figure out, like why these guys are getting headaches. Would that maybe be Arcana instead?
Yeah.
Okay. That's excellent because I have a +7 in Arcana. Oh yeah.
Nice.
What's up?
Alyssa has figured out the mysteries of the universe.
I will tell you this much because you haven't had a headache yet. But you have a feeling that the same reason they can't tell you is the same reason you don't know why you're here.
Oh. Okay.
I just kind of go, how do we leave?
Wait, actually, and since you got that, Alyssa, roll a wisdom save. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna make it a wisdom save. I'm just gonna keep it consistent as a wisdom save.
21.
Oh. As you look at him, you can see past the flesh a little bit. And as you wait, I gotta move something. As you do that, you can kind of start to see, I'm gonna put them by their characters.
Okay.
But you can start to see there's something underneath the flesh of all of them. Obviously,
one of them her. Is it her?
No. Actually, you don't know. So as you can see, there's a Shift Z. Oh, I'm in the wrong layer. Give me a second. So you can see what looks kind of like a dwarvish magic user.
Wait, what the heck just happened?
So apparently I can see past the flesh.
She kind of had a realization, like, wait, something's happening here. She rolled another save, and she can kind of start to see past some things. So you see what looks like a dwarvish kind of magic user. You don't know quite what. You can see an elvish. You can't tell if it's a ranger or rogue, something kind of like that. And you can see kind of a human fighter person, kind of underneath the flesh, kind of like it's kind of like phasing in and out, like it's kind of unstable what you're looking at. You still have no, actually it's been too long. Right? Okay, you can kind of see, and you can see.
So then I step up to my brother and like put my hand like in front of him and just go, brother, they are humans.
Oh, they're not all humans. One of them's a
dwarf. No, but I mean humanoids.
Yeah,
humanoids, right? One is a dwarf, one is an elf, one is a human.
And as you can see, you can kind of hear their voice kind of speaking more clearly now. It says like, "She is not coming. She never will."
You should talk to them, Maida. Explain the situation.
So I just kind of like step up again with, just a little bit of confidence that I like figured this out. And I'm like, yeah, I'm smart.
You are smart, sister. I believe in you.
Thanks, brother. That's all the confidence I ever needed was from my brother.
Ooh rah rah.
Ooh rah rah. Anyway, so it's the dwarven one that's been talking to us, right?
Yes.
So I just speak to him and I just go, dwarven man. I don't know what I'm saying. Do you know, we ended up here. We do not remember. You are having headaches, migraines.
Yes.
Why are you having migraines?
Because it won't let me not.
Who? Tulu?
Not. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. No, wait. I have it. Wait, where is it?
Cthulhu. Dun dun dun.
Oh, that was an accident, but no.
I mean, this is very Call of Cthulhu-esque right now, so.
Oh, frick. There's a name I missed. Oh, no, there it is.
Tool did kind of look like a mind flayer.
So is it, sorry, say your question again.
Like, who is giving you these headaches, or who won't let you stop?
So as you asked, like, is it Thule?
Yeah.
It depends on it depends on, well, how do you say this? It depends on if you are speaking of, it's just, he's going to say this, it's complicated. Because it is complicated. There is a Thule, and then there is the one that was Thule.
Are we hearing this, or this is just made us? Who can understand this?
You're probably getting it a little bit because of your wisdom save from earlier.
Yeah.
You still can't. If you want to try and roll a wisdom save to see them, you can.
19.
You can see it faintly.
Like, once I pointed it out, I was
Flesh
like,
bags.
dwarf, elf.
Yeah. So you can see it. You can kind of like see. Okay, I can see how there's something there. And then Emily, you know.
Yeah, Cello just sees them transform into literal bags. Just like they digress even further.
So did you ask something else? I forget. They say it's like it's not. There was the Thule that is and the Thule that there's who Thule is and who Thule was. That kind of sort of thing is what he said.
And who was Thule?
He has to roll a save. If he rolls well, he can stop making the saves. Okay, and you can kind of see him kind of think it's like he was my friend, but he is no longer.
So my first instinct was correct, and Thule is the bad guy. I mean, he looked like a bad guy.
No, he is not bad. He is just.
Is there anything that we can kill to make this stop?
And he's going to say, that is what we have been wondering for what feels like ages.
Is there a direction you could send us in?
He's like, he kind of like sways, like, we have been wondering, here's a complicated part. This is actually one thing I've been wondering myself of this whole thing. Like, we have been wondering if there is a way to save our former friend.
Thule.
By removing him from Thule, yet saving our friend.
Is Thule possessed by a demon?
Not a demon per se, but
I
it's
can
not
fight
an
demons.
angel. So it's not a demon per se, but it is definitely no angel.
All right, good. Not about killing angels.
was off. Let's see. He was our friend, Pan. I mean, it's just Pan, but I'll still put it in chat.
Like the name, yeah.
Yeah. But he is being consumed.
I prefer his
The
brother
inside.
Pot.
His sister Lyd.
And then his sister Lyd, yeah.
Lydia.
Yeah, I mean, I look back at the two of you, and I'm like, well...
So how would you feel if we went to go try to talk to Thule and see if we could, like, see if Pan is still there, and then if we can't get Pan out of Thule, then we just kill him? Because I'd probably set you guys free, right?
Probably not. And at this point, like the human kind of character here speaks of it. Probably not.
Why do you say that? I mean, with my Arcana, with my like natural 20 Arcana check, would I know what there must be some kind of like mind connection with them that needs to be like severed, right? Or
you can have that idea, but push that direction. Then I guess is what I'm trying to say. Ask the right questions to them, not me.
Okay, so I'm just like, well, I mean, but we kind of are asking like, so
no, but like, so ask it in character.
So then saying, so if we don't kill him, then who would we need to sever your connection to?
Well, I guess actually, and maybe when he says probably not, at that point, the dwarven character would speak up and it's like, we don't know that for sure, Fafnir. No, Fenrir. Fenrir is his name.
Literally Fenrir?
Yeah.
Sorry,
I don't know. I'd
making a reference.
Okay, I didn't get it.
You wouldn't have.
Okay, so I'm just like, so that's a possibility. Is what you're saying, though.
And then this guy will speak. The elf will speak up and just say, "It might also kill Pan."
It might, but do you really want to stay like this for the rest of your lives?
We can't do. I mean, we had kind of and the elf kind of speaks like we've kind of what did he say? We had kind of accepted it, given we have no way of approaching him. So we'll let us.
So you're just gonna stand around a fire for the rest of your lives?
It's all we can do. As soon as we try to approach what was our friend, he runs away into the forest.
So let's get something straight here. How long exactly has this been happening?
It's hard to remember here.
But you haven't noticed any like hunger or thirst pains. You're stuck in some sort of immortality loop.
Aren't we all?
All right. Yep. I just want to kill something. That would help this situation for me. Just give me something to stab. Maida, suggestions? Can I stab them? They seem good.
No,
unfortunately.
No, brother, you're not stabbing
I know.
them. They're
it was a
innocent
joke.
people.
It was a joke.
I step in and say, look, I don't understand exactly what's going on here, but don't stab them.
I wasn't going to stab them.
How about this,
Also,
brother? We will go try to
on
talk
here?
to Thule and see if we can get Pan to separate from Thule. And then if we can, then great. But if we can't, then we'll just kill him. Then you can stab somebody.
I look it back at you, Chalu, and I say, so it turns out Thule is possessed by a demon. He was actually a guy named Pan, but I think Thule is the demon.
You're not. No, he's being consumed
by a demon.
No.
Where does the demon enter into this then?
There is no. The dwarf's like, there is no demon.
You said it wasn't an angel, but it was.
I also
sort
said
of
it wasn't
thing.
a demon.
Well, then what is it? Those are the only two categories I have for this world.
Some creature that's consuming his mind.
Sounds like a demon to me. I'm just going to assume that and move on. All right, so we go find Thule. We see if we can either talk him out of whatever weird mind funk he is in. Maybe he just needs some therapy. And And if that doesn't work, then Maida can do some magic things. And if that doesn't work, then maybe we release a demon that I can stab.
Works for me.
Good.
Otherlander, are you with us?
Don't give her that satisfaction of being referred to as the Otherlander. She is the one formerly known as Lander.
Do Azamar speak? What language do Azamar speak?
Celestial and Common.
Celestial.
Yeah.
Perfect. I reply in Celestial and go, okay, let's head back.
Well, actually, Alyssa, you roll Arcana. Or actually, Arcana or History.
Well, I'm fine with either one. So I already rolled a natural 20 with Arcana with these guys, so I guess I'll roll History.
Okay.
In response to what you just said, Chelu, I said nice in Celestial.
Okay. You have an idea that says it's consuming his mind, and that makes you think Mind Flayer.
Right.
So I'm just
But
like, brother, I believe that this is a Mind Flayer. Remember, this is one of the
hate
monsters I
those.
studied in school.
not
Hate those.
quite is. More like is trying to be.
Trying to become. Oh, is it one of those? Didn't you like dissect a little tadpole version of those things? It was so cute.
Well, I would hardly call them cute, brother, but
Depends on what you consider cute.
yes. Me, but you know,
Well,
these clothes that I'm wearing.
I suppose.
Okay, well, real quick, I'm trying to give you a little bit more before you go possibly ruin this.
All right, we head towards Thule. Let's ruin it. Start walking.
Let's go, kill Thule. Let's go, kill Thule.
Roll a. What would this be? What would be a roll to know the process of seramorphosis?
Probably
Wait,
Arcana.
what? Sorry, you
Arcana.
froze there for a second.
Arcana.
Another Arcana, but I already rolled a natural 20.
I'm sorry, but this is a different thing. This is something specifically about the Mind Flayer.
Okay. Oh,
okay,
there you go.
That's fine. This is the important part. You know one thing very important, very different about seramorphosis. There is no trying to be a Mind Flayer. You are either dead by the Mind Flayer or not. So something is off here.
Yeah.
But if you want to prime
So wait, I'm sorry, Seth, you froze again for me.
Okay.
So something about what?
So that you know that the process of something becoming a Mind Flayer is when they put they take a tadpole, they put it in an orifice, it eats their brain, and the creature's just dead. There is no trying to become a Mind Flayer. You are either
I guess there's as he's eating your brain, but that shouldn't take too long.
It shouldn't, but from the sounds of it, this has been a while. So you know something is off.
Okay. So I'm but usually a Mind Flayer will just kill the person 10 seconds flat. This is
I love
very
those little
unusual,
creatures.
brother.
Well, I managed to slow down the process. We don't know how much longer it will last or if it's even possible to stop it going further.
Well, if it's a tadpole, right? It's probably already in his brain. I don't know how we could get that out without killing him.
Wait a second. So you already knew it was a tadpole Mind Flayer thing the whole time, and why didn't you just tell us that right away?
It's hard to remember things here.
Got it. All right. Yes, I can't remember what season it is. Well, what season is it? Wait, I look around. I'm wait. Oh, I guess it's summer.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay. Well, let's go back and see if we could try to get that tadpole thing out of his brain.
And if we don't, then don't worry about it. And then I just start walking.
So you head back to the cave. You go through the path. You go to the outside thing, and then you go back to the cave.
Is he back in the cave? We would probably check there first. Yeah.
Probably not yet. You know, since there's still some stuff here, probably not yet.
Okay. So then we guess we go into the forest where he was gonna go.
Oh, I guess that's the one thing I didn't prepare. I will say this: you walk through the fort, you can't find him. It's kind of actually you can't find him, but you come up to the mountain.
Didn't realize there was a mountain.
Yeah, there's the mountain behind the forest.
Oh,
I did mention it.
yes.
And
I just didn't pay attention.
Roll a nature check.
I am really bad at nature, but here we go.
If everyone wants to roll a nature check as they kind of get to the mountain.
13.
Okay, no one notices it. Okay, Caleb, you realize this is a very weird looking mountain.
I have a -1 and I still got higher than you guys.
We had 2 crit fails on the half of it.
It's true.
So you go back and so you can't find him in the forest.
Okay.
I was giving you an opportunity to explore his little cave.
No, yeah, I mean, we would have done that first, right? Like that's
okay.
We would have, because I was just saying, like, if he's not at the, like, we would have searched the cave to make sure he's not there.
Okay.
And done gone on the forest.
Okay. Well, if you're as you're searching the cave, go ahead and what's the roll for finding just random doodads and trinkets and whatnot?
Investigation.
Yeah, investigation. Go ahead and everyone roll investigation. See what you can find.
2.
Oh my gosh, what the heck?
Wow. You guys find
we
nothing.
suck.
You guys find nothing. Wow. I went and looked for all those trinkets for nothing.
We suck. All right, I'm like,
I mean, if you want to put them to use, we can roll again.
Nah, I'm good. Because what happens is you're searching around for him, and after a while, you hear kind of the splashing of feet as you can hear Thule coming back.
So it's like we're searching around, and I'm like, well, Thule isn't here, and neither is anything else. There's actually nothing at all in this entire place because I'm
literally blind. I don't know where everything is.
Oh, you're back. Did
I pull my sword? I'm like he surprised me. I'm like,
it's just me. It's just me.
Just you. Yes. We know all about this just you situation here.
I don't.
Who is
understand.
Revelia?
Where are we?
Oh, you're back in the. Oh, sorry. Did I drag you back? You're back. You're just back in the cave.
No, I know, but where is he in relation to us? Like,
he's probably just like entered right back here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I point my sword at him. I'm like, who is Revelia?
My friend. She's my friend.
Who is she? Why is she coming here? What is your relationship?
She has to roll wisdom save.
To remember who you are. You are my son.
Okay, he knows enough to not have a headache. He's like she's my friend. I'm waiting for her to come here. I'm waiting for her to come here. I told you this already.
Yes, and I'm wondering about the things you haven't told us. Who is she? Why is she coming here? Where does she come from?
As you probe, he starts to kind of like rub his head. He's like,
yeah,
it seems to be kind of hurting. Unless you can kind of like, it's the same thing. It's that same headache, that same kind of migraine was affecting the others. Like he's having a hard time remembering.
Yeah, so I guess I just step back and I look at Maida and Chelu and I'm like, well, either of you want to take a shot at this?
I just want to go and say, who's Pan?
I haven't heard that name before.
I look at him dead in the eyes and I'm like,
make him...
Pan.
Okay, make him
Pan. I'm trying to trigger something.
You know what? I did not think about this. He's actually really good at wisdom saves. He's not supposed to be. He's kind of just, you know what? I'm gonna take this out of mechanics. I'm just make this kind of just
that's fine.
Story thing. He's kind of like, I was like, stop saying that name. Stop saying that name.
Pan,
it hurts.
Pan. We start surrounding him, just
Pan.
Do you guys seriously do that?
No, we're not. I would like to.
Caleb, you actually keep saying his name.
I mean, probably not. I did it at first, and then he's like, "Stop saying that name." I'm like, "Why? Does it have any special significance to you?"
It hurts to hear that name.
What about the name of Maida? What's his friend's names?
You actually only got one of their names.
Revelia.
You only got Revelia, Fenrir, and Pan.
Yes. Say Fenrir. Say someone say.
Fenrir.
Why are you saying these names? Did you not get rid of those creatures?
They are your friends.
I don't know them. If you want to roll
because you haven't looked close enough.
If you want to roll perception to see,
would that be perception or insight?
Okay, insight. Yeah, insight.
It doesn't matter for me. I have a 0, but yeah.
12.
17.
Emily, like you realize he really has. He's like he's saying I have no clue what you're talking about. He means it.
So
Even if it,
he doesn't know.
He really doesn't know.
Then I say, all right, now I'm really confused. Who was actually the bad guy here? I like my fights nice and simple. The other guys are wearing a different flag, different colors. It's all simple.
What bad guy? What? I'm confused. I helped you.
Yes, I know you gave me the best roast chicken I've ever had in my entire life, but that doesn't mean that you can hurt people with mind powers.
I'm not. Mind powers? What are you talking about? I'm not hurting people with mind powers.
Well, you did, I guess, help people with mind powers. That is technically the only... Well, so this is the thing. We know you have mind powers, and mind powers just kind of sounds bad, so we're kind of just going off of that.
We're just kind of sus of you is what we're saying.
You're real sus.
Alyssa would know, your character would know the name is psionics. Is technically the name of what mind flayers use.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's like I'm so confused. Like I've been nothing but cordial. I've helped you. I fed you. I let you. What? Why are you so suspicious of me?
Sometimes it's that cordialness that is evil.
I've met too many people who are lawful evil to trust anyone anymore.
I just kind of go, we're all here and we don't know why. And something is messing with all of us. We're just trying to figure out what.
Well, I don't know why you're here either. I just found you. I didn't ask for you to be here.
Except maybe you did, and you didn't know it. And I look at Maida like, is that right? Did I get it? Is that a magic thing?
I'm just like, yes, brother, yes. Very well said.
Yeah.
Well, if I don't know it, is it my fault?
I suppose. I look at both of you. I'm like, so stabby.
I mean, like,
sorry,
I
that was
don't
just
know of another solution at this point.
Right, exactly. It's just like I don't know who to fight.
We're just talking in circles.
Okay, Alyssa, roll a wisdom check.
A wisdom check or a wisdom save?
Check.
Oh,
I'm trying to see if you remember something, but it shouldn't be as hard to remember.
Wouldn't that be an intelligence check?
Sure.
For
sure,
remembering?
Yeah, sure, we'll say that.
Or an intelligence save.
Okay, Alyssa, you remember the words that the dwarf kept repeating. She's not coming. She will never come.
Right.
Okay. So I just go, so I say that. I just say, Talu, I'm sorry, but she's not coming. She never will come.
What are you talking about?
She's not coming.
What?
She never will come.
Why not?
She's not coming.
Stop
She
saying
Never
that.
will. She's not coming. I like the mantra theme we have going on here. She's not coming. She never will. It's like we're fighting people, but with words.
She's not coming. She never will.
Did you do something to her?
No.
No.
Then who
You did. I think, right?
She's-
That's probably what's happening here.
The important part is
No.
she's not coming. And she never
She never will.
But why not?
Because she hates you.
Did you guys ask them why?
No.
Yeah.
I swear I did. I
Oh,
swear
I'm
I did ask at the very beginning, but I think he was doing the headache thing where like he
Yeah,
didn't know,
you guys
and then
didn't
we were like
clarify.
way past that at that point.
Yeah.
Oh no. He's not gonna be satisfied with that.
Can I make a
If
Can
you
I
really
make like an
wanna
argument?
know-
Can I make a persuasion check, like,
Sure.
and be like,
Let's like persuade him to go talk to the flesh people.
yeah, okay. So this is what
I don't know if that'll be a good idea.
Well, so I think I say something like, listen, Dul, she's lost in the woods. We have to go find her. You should come with us, and we'll all go find her. We didn't find any creatures. That's not a lie. I'm lawful good. It's not a lie.
Roll per.
And so we need to go out there and find Revelia. She's waiting for you.
Roll deception.
Yeah, it's still a lie, I think.
It's still a lie. You found something.
Is anyone else better at deception than I am? I have a 3.
I have a 3.
I have a 0.
Maida, you should
No,
just
both
say
have a
something
3.
to help me and give me advantage.
Be like, only with your help will we be able to recover her.
Yes, with your special mind powers that give people cool food. You can find No, but you have a connection to people, right? And we know that you have a connection to Revelia, and so you need to come with us and we can find her.
Roll that persuasion.
Persuasion or
Or is
deception?
it deception?
You made it
I'm totally fine with persuasion. I'm better at that.
roll persuasion.
One or the other.
Okay, I will say this. You can roll deception, so if he knows you found something, but you can also roll persuasion to see if he doesn't care.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll persuasion. I'm better at that.
Okay.
With advantage. Didn't need it. 23.
Just not sure if 23 is enough.
No.
I will say like I would go out. It just I've explained like it really is dangerous for me to go outside. It burns my skin if I try and go outside.
Right, I
You
nod.
were
I'm
just
like,
outside.
I went up the cliffside where there was shade. That's why he climbed up. He literally like climbed up the side of the cliff, so he didn't have to go
Right.
into the sunlight.
so I look around. I'm like, does anyone have a cloak? We can just throw on him.
Then we will wait until nighttime.
I don't think there is a nighttime here.
Hmm.
And I look at you again. I'm like,
Okay.
I don't know. Actually, is that correct? That sounded cool in my head.
I don't know. I haven't had enough data to collect to know if that is true or not.
Well, does anyone have a wait? I have some fine clothes. All right, I just dig in my bag, and I'm just like, wear all of these layers, and I just like put a frilly hat on him, and just like cover in a bunch of clothes, and I'm like, all right, come with us.
Okay. Okay. He seems very, very freaked out and nervous right now.
Yeah,
But
we
you
like
can,
kind of lead him out of the cave.
Mm-hmm. So as you go out, you go out to the side and you make your way to the path. And don't worry. But as you get here, he's kind of looking around. He's like, this place seems familiar.
Good. Is there any
don't
magical
know
writing
what.
on that sign? Does the sign magically back in its place, by the way?
Yeah. Every
Okay.
time you came back, it was
Yeah,
just
that's what I figured.
everything seemed like reset.
So I pointed at the sign. I'm like, read that sign.
There's nothing there.
That's just what they want us to think. All right, moving on.
Okay. Do you bring him into the forest then?
Into the forest.
And as he starts to get into the forest, you can see like he starts to like rub his head like, I don't feel well.
It's all right. We're just a little bit farther.
Okay, I'm gonna have to. This is not how I was expecting things to go at all.
Welcome to
Best
Dungeons
laid
and
plans.
Dragons.
Yep, I know. This is improv Seth going. So who knows what's gonna happen now? So you get close, and yeah, I'm gonna roll perception for him.
I think I probably even try to point out like the fire. I'm like, you hear that?
Oh, you're pointing out the fire?
Yeah.
Oh. Let's see.
I think that might be Revelia. She might have found her way.
Oh, you sneaky! Roll deception.
Okay.
I will roll a.
We need to go greet her.
Okay, yeah, you rolled higher than his perception, which I'm gonna say is that. So, yeah, he's like, oh, he kind of goes forward, but then he sees as soon as he sees the creatures, or what you know as the creatures,
yeah,
he's gonna try and turn around and book it.
I immediately.
I would like to block him.
Yeah, I think we're all three of us just like
grapple.
Grapple him.
Can I make an acrobatics check?
Sure.
Because I
yeah,
cartwheel.
no, this is probably what happens. I try to grab him, right? But I have 4 dexterity, so I just like trip on my face, and he runs past me, and then Cello has to like acrobatics.
Oh man, that wasn't even that great.
Oh well, he rolled a 5 on his strength check, so you got him. No, please don't bring me them. Please don't bring me to them. He starts grabbing his head like, please don't bring me to them. Please don't bring me to them.
Listen, Thule, something really bad is happening here, and only you can stop it. You have to come with us.
Please don't bring me there. It hurts whenever I see them. And he's grabbing his head.
Well, it's gonna hurt a lot more if you don't. And then I just like grab him and just start dragging him over.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of just go like, Maida, why don't you ask them more about Revelia?
I think the 3 of them are gonna.
So as we like drag him over, I just like point at him and just go, tell him why she's not coming.
Probably what happens is like you notice they're all looking like, huh, we weren't expecting this. Like, what would they say?
We tried chanting and it doesn't work. So we're bringing him to you. You fix him.
They're just gonna say, remember Pan. Well, he says the dwarvish character who I'm just gonna give you a name. He's gonna walk up to him, and he's gonna say, Pan, remember it's me, Dralketh. Remember what happened to her. And he's gonna turn and say, Fenrir, bring her. And Fenrir's going to come back, go into the forest area, and he is going to bring out. No, actually, would they do this?
Go for it.
I think they have to. It's the only way they're going to get him out of this. Fenrir's going to go out. And come on. You can select the GM. It won't let me select the GM token layer. It keeps going away. There we go.
That's weird.
Fenrir is going to bring out a corpse. But it looks fresh.
Right. I mean, if we're caught in a temporal loop, then it makes sense that it would.
And it's not letting me.
Godfrey doesn't put 2 and 2 together on that one.
I will. So he'll bring a corpse and says Pan, and he'll like as Pan's like doing it, he's like Pan, she's gone. You remember what that monster did to her? And he's gonna be saying, no, don't show that. And
I think I say to Maida, I just whispered to her, I'm just like, he actually had pretty good taste. And I'm looking at Revelia.
Wait, I'll bring up the token a little bit more.
She's cute.
Mm-hmm. Actually, maybe she's an Azamar too.
Okay.
And how do I close this off then?
She was cute, Jordan says. I don't know. If the corpse is fresh, she's probably still cute. Let's be real.
Then this guy's gonna pop up. What was his name again? Nalan. Nalan's gonna come forward and say, Pan, you have to let go. And I'm gonna roll a save to see if what would that be? Roll for letting go of trauma. Wisdom save?
Wisdom, yeah.
Yeah, wisdom save.
Oh.
Fight.
You guys
fight. Fight. I'm totally fine if this goes wrong. Just like let's fight some stuff.
No,
I made a monk. I want to fight things.
It is the only way I can think of you guys getting out of here. Besides, like, honestly, like,
we tried. We did everything as a lawful good character that we should have done. It's okay. We can fight things now.
The problem is now with
Let's fight duel.
Give me a second. I'm trying to think of how exactly this pans out.
Should we take a break? And
Yeah, let's take a quick break.
Good spot for it.
Let me think this through because this is not the way it's supposed to go.
Cool. Yeah. We'll be back with our one shot right after this. Stick around.